All right, the next story, and I really like this next story. This is the Girl Scout story.
Yes.
Girl Scout troop in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, set up a cookie booth outside a cannabis dispensary called the Daylight Cannabis Dispensary.
A little crazy.
They did this in February. Dispensers said the sale was very successful, with some customers stopping to buy cookies first, which I thought was interesting.
Oh, they wanted the cookies before they went in.
I think so. And I guess maybe it was also they were being sensitive to the fact I don't want to get cannabis and then walk to a Girl Scout table. You know?
Why not?
Where,
I mean, what
where
the fuck
was,
is the difference?
Where was this again?
Yeah.
Mount Laurel, New Jersey.
This
The
just
Daylight
in,
Cannabis
New Jersey,
Dispensary.
There's a troop of really cool girls going around.
Hey,
Like,
do
that's
we-
the headline for me
That's
right
out my
there.
old way.
Do we have a video
I
on
was just
this,
in Mount Laurel.
Jeff?
Do we got B-roll?
Barole.
Roll.
Okay, we just have a bunch of pictures. Well, you guys know what girls... All right, go ahead.
So a proposal
Hold on,
had
Bill.
been
How it goes?
reportedly been rejected by the Regional Girl Scouts Council in 2024, but one troop was allowed to try the idea on a trial basis in 2026. So I guess it came, I believe, if I'm reading this correctly, it came with the blessings of the Girl Scout Council.
And you know why? I would want to bet dollars to donuts.
It didn't come
Yeah.
with the blessing because that's who got pissed off for them doing it.
Well, the article said the idea was reportedly rejected by the Girl Scout Council in 2024, but one troop was allowed to try the idea on a trial basis in 2026.
And who do you think pushed that through?
But
Girl Scout?
it doesn't say whether it's this troop or some other troop somewhere else.
My money is that their marketing team definitely has some insight of like, hey, there are a lot of people who eat an entire box or two of these when they're stoned. We gotta get at least one troop to try. I bet dollars to donuts they have a statistic
I'll
like
bet
that
they do.
about how many boxes of Girl Scout cookies are eaten when you're stoned. Like,
I'm going to get a box if I go there. Shit.
you see, you're proving my point right now.
Stop it.
My neighbor was
Boy,
bringing a
roll the
couple
video.
boxes over
Or
this
whatever.
afternoon. I
Right.
almost brought them tonight. I'll bring them
Cookie
Thursday.
sale has sparked
Right.
some debate in New Jersey.
Well, these budding entrepreneurs did a
Budding.
great job identifying likely hungry customers.
was
Some
a
say
good one.
setting up outside of a dispensary may have violated some rules.
Yeah, Action News reporter Amanda Pitts
Oh,
live in Mount
please.
Laurel with this story today. Amanda.
Go ahead, Amanda.
Yeah, Brian and Sarah, those Girl Scout troops were set up outside the exit of this dispensary, catching customers on their way out. They were actually set to return tonight, but canceled after receiving some criticism.
Some death threats.
I think I've been to that place.
2 weeks ago, a local Girl Scout troop set up shop outside of Daylight Dispensary in Mount Laurel, and as you can imagine, a lot of cookie sales were made.
I think I've been there.
There's definitely a commonality between the customer who shops here and our love for the munchies.
Steve Cassidy is founder and CEO of Daylight. He says the Girl Scout troop first contacted his family-owned business back in 2024.
It
The
doesn't
council
look
that
good.
oversees the troop didn't give the okay then, but this year things changed.
They reached back out saying, hey, we got the green light to give this a go as a pilot program.
The girls set up their cookie table outside along with their chaperones.
Hey,
But
can you
when
pause
word
it for a
quickly
second?
Spread, the troop's second
If you're the owner of the company, I would suggest not getting super stoned before you go out and talk to the fucking news. You feel me? You feel me?
He said pilot
You're
company,
telling
pilot
me
program.
He's like stoners are we all get the fucking munchies. I'm like, come on, bro, you're just working right into
As
it.
someone
Too
who
bad he
works in
wasn't
the
like
industry, you're
stuffing
telling
cookies
me-
in his mouth while he was talking.
The owner of the dispensary, don't get high before. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of stress they did. No.
All right, let's finish the video real quick. I had to
set for
interrupt.
tonight was canceled.
Probably a mix of a little bit of stigma, but I think they have their own rules too, and maybe this went a little bit too far for them.
According to the cookie booth requirements listed on the Girl Scouts of Central and Southern New Jersey's website, Girl Scouts should not sell in or in front of establishments that they themselves cannot legally patronize.
Everyone's worried about the image so much that
it's not necessary.
Fuck, they don't care about the
They're just
image. They
girls
just want the
trying to sell
money, bro.
cookies.
They
You
already
make money,
short sales
why
this
not?
year.
Cassidy says the troop is always welcomed back, as are other organizations, as the dispensary strives to give back to the Mount Laurel community.
I think not everybody felt the same way, that it was a positive thing, and we still believe that it is, and we respect their decision. If they want to come back or not, that's totally up to them. It is a little unfortunate,
you know what?
but things
Being
are
a
changing,
fucking
and I think this
patsy.
was
Those
a
Girl
good
Scouts
idea.
relocated in
all
front of a
this,
gun
you know what
shop.
I'm saying? There's a loophole to this.
Yeah, we
Hold
did
on.
reach out to the Girl Scouts in Central and Southern New Jersey for comment.
I'm
but
gonna
we have
say
not
it
yet
for
heard
'em.
back.
Well, wait,
Live
wait,
in
wait.
Mount Laurel, Amanda Pitts, Channel 6.
Thank you,
Before
Amanda.
Before you do,
Okay, go ahead.
I just Daylight Canada. If you're watching now or if you're watching later, I just sent you guys a DM. I want to hear your side of the story. I would like to talk to you guys about this. Reach out to me. Let's clear the air. I personally believe, and I want to hear what you have to say. I personally believe you guys genuinely want them there.
I do,
I
too.
believe that any dispensary owner wants to do something to bring more business in.
Sure.
And to help people in the community. Let me hear what you guys have to say.
I would love to hear what everyone has to say. I guess my thought on it is this. You have to abide by the way they approved this to start with, and then they got this bite back from whomever. Conservatives or whomever. I would say they got bite back from some. It sounded to me like they got bite back from some of the council on the Girl Scout.
It was the
Stick to your guns. Here's my problem with this is you just rolled over. You did something good. They stood in your way. You have to plow through it. You have to be able to say who ran the Girl Scouts out of the front of that dispensary. I just saw a story about how the Girl Scouts are so short on cookie sales this year. They're like thousands of cases fucking below their projections.
Could fix that in one weekend.
And you know what? Go to start set up at every fucking dispensary.
Yeah.
Why not?
Listen.
You
If
you're going to have them in front of strip clubs next, huh?
I'll say this. Listen.
Same logic.
Do you know him?
No, I don't know him personally, but I will say this. If there's someone bullying the Girl Scouts out, say it out proper. If the Keebler elves are the ones, metaphor here, but like if there's another force here, make it known.
But he just said, like, he goes, some people, there's a stigma, some people has a problem. Who has a problem with it? And call it out.
So then what that sounds like
you
to
are the
me-
dispensary owner. You just said that you think this is a good idea. You like the idea. I like the idea. I think at some point in this process, the Girl Scouts like the idea. So what changed between a morning and an afternoon? Because that's
If I had to guess, if I was guessing, I would say they wanted to do it as an experiment to see if it would work out or not, but it got too much attention too quickly, so they probably just pulled the plug.
I
But
think there's
if it
actually-
came out well,
no
the
doubt.
next year they'll probably do it again.
I think, let's think about this
Or
here.
they may not. They may not do it again.
Sure.
But let's think about this here. We've got the Girl Scouts sitting outside
Why
the
not?
dispensary, and
Because
they're
it's
not
not worth
naming
it.
the issue. I feel like they definitely be more comfortable naming the issue if there was a bigger player here. But what I think is happening here is that a certain clientele is walking into the dispensary and seeing this, and then after they get their purchase and everything they've gotten in their head, they go up to the manager and say, and you can guess what I'm talking about here. I really don't think it's appropriate that you have little girls outside the dispensary, even though they're there buying the product.
Right.
I think the weed Karens are the problem here.
I mean, then.
But it didn't say
that could be
anyone
part
from the
of it.
dispensary.
You
would
could
go
be-
away.
you could be very
That
right.
could very well be
Like,
part
there's so
of it.
many
That
ways
could
to
be part
maneuver
of it.
that.
Let-
Yeah,
let
the
Dan- let
dispensary
Danny talk.
owner, though,
Like,
made it
listen,
sound
Hang
like
on,
he
hang on
wanted
a
them
second,
there.
Bill. Hang on a second.
There's two ways to do this. Like, first way, since they say that you can't be like outside of a place where the Girl Scouts can't enter, there's always like a shop right nearby, a dispensary, at least in Jersey, and hopefully around here too, eventually. You know what I'm saying? So they could be posted out over there, or a dispensary owner can buy a whole bunch of Girl Scout cookies and then just give them out to his customers, or he can sell to his customers. Why not?
On the legal face of this, like if this got down to it, they could.
I don't know if they're allowed to sell them, but
But giving them away,
yep, they could do that.
like that's you know what I mean? And I would fucking love it if a dispensary gave me some Girl Scout cookies and I bought some like bomb ass weed. You know what I'm saying?
$100 worth of product, get a free Thin Mint.
I feel you.
I wouldn't be surprised
I'm
though if
feeling
it's
you.
glued into their marketing that the girls have to be there.
I mean, it's like
It's
Why?
because it's the Girl Scouts. The cookies, unfortunately, are a second, third factor. It's for the on the face of it, whether we want to believe it, on the face of it, it's for them to make money to further their badge getting things.
Yes.
I'm sorry if that sounds ignorant. I much
whatever.
respect,
Like-
but
It's for their activities and shit.
I didn't get through Boy Scouts. I didn't like it, but whatever. It's definitely on the face of it that the girls have to be there, and also whether leave the marketing alone.
It's just wasted potential, dog. That's it.
Rules. I don't know.
Here's how I see it. We'll move on. Here's how I see it. At some point in this process, everybody was on board, right? Nothing went wrong. They sold a shitload of cookies, right? Somebody, whether it's Karens, whether it's the public, whether it's somebody in the Girl Scout changed their minds, any of that, to me, listen, you can't control that. If you're the dispensary owner, you can't control that. But here's what you can do. You got the motherfucking news out front, and you could be a little bit, you could bite back a little bit. You could say, you know what? That seemed to work out earlier. I don't know why some certain customers have a problem with it. I don't know why people at the Girl Scouts have a problem with it, but it worked out well. I think it worked out for us, and I think it worked out for them, and I think this is wrong, and he should have fucking told the news that. That's my opinion.
Let me just say
Didn't he
one-
basically say that though?
Well,
It's kind of what I got from
Did
it.
you feel like that was bite back? That didn't feel
No,
like
no,
bite
there wasn't
back
really
to
a
me,
bite back.
man.
I'll
But
say,
He don't want no
I
heat.
felt softly he felt
He
good
don't want
about
no
it.
heat.
Well,
let me
you
just
know.
leave it with this remark here that I've
Come on Late Night Green, my man. Come on Late Night Green and tell us what you think. I mean, this
invite
is...
me to the dispensary. I'm always willing to come by to a dispo and talk to you guys. Like, but the bottom line for me,
Yeah,
and I've
Bucket
said-
will come over.
I just sent them a DM.
I'm
Whether
watching the
it be-
comments to
I'ma
see if
check
they
out their
respond.
product.
and I'm gonna this reaches out a little bit, but whether it be this, whether it be any other issue that a cannabis industry or person is being told to be silent about, it's complete hypocrisy. The amount of Orwellian issues, treatment we were dealt with in the illegal stages of cannabis, dealing with smells and looks and the stereotypes, and for us to bend and bow to whoever, and it's just, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right for the brand. I don't think it's right for the image of cannabis. When we were subjected to the same thing over what is now we're trying to argue is medicine. So I feel like in a lot of ways, like that's people not really sticking to their guns in a bigger picture.
Fair enough.
Yep.
All right, so maybe this story's not over. Maybe we'll get more information. Listen, I just think a lot of this is out of his control, and I would love to just have him make a comment. Bill, maybe this is suitable for the news. You can get a comment